Hello. It has been about a week or so, I think, since my last check-in with you guys. It's been really busy at work. Good busy, though, getting a lot of stuff done. Having a good time doing that. It's Saturday, the 14th. Last night, I signed up for a bike ride called the Dirty Kanza. We're at early registration for the event. You have to register early. And there's like a early registration party here at the Gravel City Roaster. So we're gonna go in here and get ready to register early. Yes, this looks like the right place. There's a lot of activity going on here. So what we're waiting on is the bike registration page opens early for us. We got our own individual code.
Okay, so I didn't know if you had to go like.
But we're waiting for the website to tell us we can register on Friday. Doesn't seem to be working though. All right, we are registered. Got my receipt. We're good to go. Just waiting on Jeremy. Always waiting on Jeremy.
I'm working on it.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. It's like a 200-mile bike ride. Now, I only signed up for the 100-mile. They have a 200, 150, and I think a 25-mile bike ride. It's a little different because it's on gravel. It's not on streets or roads and stuff like that. You do bulk of it, and I think most of it on gravel road, which adds another challenge to it. But I tried to do it last year. I only made it 15 miles. What you see here is a bike not moving at all. In the 12 weeks I've trained for the Dirty Kanza, I'm not saying I trained hardcore, but I got some miles in. I don't know how many rides I've been in, 12, 15 rides, some as long as 71 miles. And all that riding, 2 flats I've gotten. Only 2 flats. But in the Dirty Kanza this morning, in the first 15 miles, 2 flats. And I only brought 2 spares. So I am dead in the water. What had happened was I think it was mile 10, I got a flat and I was able to quickly change that, but in my inexperience, I forgot to check the outer tube to see if whatever gave me the flat tire was still piercing through the tube, and later I found out it was. So essentially what I did is I'd put a new tube in a tire that still had a piece of rock or some thorn or something sticking through the outer tube. So basically, as soon as I pumped it up, took off, it eventually pierced the inner tube again. So I took that out, so I had to stop again, take that out. Then I finally thought to check it, and I checked it and found the little piece of rock that was stuck in the outer tube. Took that out, put the 3rd inner tube in, took off, and then about mile 15, got another flat somehow, punctured again. Not the same little thorn, something else punctured it. So it was a learning experience for sure. Very inexperienced as far, I don't know if I had the right tire pressure or I don't know. There was a lot of people didn't make it even as far as I did. People had traveled from all over the country and made it only 6 or 8 miles because the morning of or the day before it rained a little bit, and so there was a lot of mud and stuff. So anyway, I made it 15 miles. Very disappointed, but actually I'll keep it real. I like to keep it real. I don't even know if I would have made the 100 miles. I didn't train as well as I probably should have. The longest bike ride I had done was 70-some miles, so that part I was sort of ready for it. But I wasn't in physically fit or physical shape to really do a really good 100 miles. But this year it's gonna be different. This year I'm gonna train much better. Anyway, so that happened sometime in June. Dirty Kanza 100-mile bike ride. Me and my co-worker and friend Jeremy Resco. So the 100-mile bike race that I'm doing, you know what's funny is I always thought this was funny when people record themselves when they're driving. I'm not holding, I have both my hands on the wheel, I'm not holding the phone, so I think we're okay. DK 100. I'm doing this because I want to challenge myself. It's a good way to have an end goal, to challenge yourself, to push yourself physically, mentally. I believe that's something that really helps you grow and become a stronger, better version of yourself. I did that with the marathon training. I worked my way up to running 5K, 10K, half marathon, and then a full-on marathon. Although part of me wants to train for a marathon again because technically when I did the marathon, I ran for about 17 miles and the rest I walked in between. So part of me wants to train again and actually run the entire, I don't have to race or go really fast, but to run the entire 26.2 miles. Also, part of this whole vlog thing of me documenting what I'm doing for my health challenge, this will be cool. This will be something you guys can watch as I train. What I'm going to do is to build up, since I can't ride outside when it's too cold, is I'm going to start my running program. Like, I'm going to start training toward a 5K and then again a 10K and build off that. That way I can build up some conditioning, some endurance conditioning, cardio conditioning for when I start, the weather starts warming up and I can get out and ride my bike more. The thing is, I'm gonna have to be real careful because I'm bigger, which means a lot more stress on my joints and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to take it easy, be smart with it. Obviously, the goal is to lose weight. I think that'll be something smart to do to build up my endurance to get ready for the DK 100. So it's Sunday evening. Just watched football pretty much the whole day. Pretty intense if you were watching today. So good football. But it's now come time for me to weigh myself, so against the rules, if you get caught having someone bringing you a spare or any kind of equipment, you get disqualified. Plus, by now, I wouldn't make the cutoff point, unfortunately. I'm going to go home, take a shower, and then I'll be back at the downtown to cheer on Jeremy and the rest of the people. I'm done with my Dirty Kanza for this year.